very welcome back. Now we're all skint after Christmas, but news flash here, apparently it doesn't always have to be this way.
To help, financial advisor Paul Merriman of askpaul.ie is here with his top 10 money-saving tips for 2019. A happy New Year to you, Paul.
Happy New Year, Paul.
Right, where do we start?
It is
top
the hardest time of the year, isn't it?
Okay, so the best place to start is to get a personal budget. So you need to know what's coming into your account and going out of your account. And I've been saying that for years. But again, when it gets to January, when you're trying to look at your finance, it's very like losing weight. If you don't know what weight you are, it's very hard to get to a target of losing weight. If you don't know what you have coming in your account, it's very hard to save money or make cutbacks. So if you go to the askpaul.ie website, there's a free personal budget template. Download it, complete it, and that's the first step, I suppose. And then once you do that, it's really about making sensible decisions. So maybe switching your energy provider, switching your phone, having a chat with your provider, your TV package, and trying to get those a little bit cheaper for the year. There's a massive savings to be had there. Like, you could be saving a couple of €100 a month if you do that, like, you know, which is phenomenal. Next of all, then, you're going to try and get rid of the stuff that you don't really need in your account. I had someone did this before, and they had pet insurance for a dead dog, and it was still coming out of their account.
Brilliant,
you know, so
that's a really good point, though. You know, people get so used to seeing direct debits coming out of their account that they forget they don't even need them anymore. And another one they do as well. See, somebody had a subscription for a magazine for the last 10 years, and they've moved address, and they haven't seen this magazine for 10 years. So it's just ridiculous.
Subscription.
Yeah, some subscription. So make sure you go through your accounts with a fine-tooth comb. Make sure you get rid of stuff you don't need. And I suppose that's the biggest kind of tip. And then after that, I suppose from last year, if you're skint this year, and so many people got paid early in December, so it's nearly some people are looking at 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah, before they get paid again. If you had any medical expenses, you know, you heard me say this before, we've any medical expenses from last year, so GP visits, prescription drugs, anything like that, 20% back on the revenue.ie under the My Account section. Go in there and make sure you claim back your expenses for your medicals. And it's really, really important.
Is that your M1? Is that what's
your Med1, yeah.
Your Med1.
And then people always ask
me about the receipts. Can you do all of this online?
Yeah, you can do that online, yeah. So people always ask me about the receipts for this. So I have a little trick that I use myself, is get a Gmail account. Everyone has a smartphone these days with Gmail access on, or Gmail or Hotmail, whatever you want to use. And then put your name, so I want it's merryman82 at gmail.com, merryman8receipts at gmail.com. And every time I get a receipt, I just take a photograph and email to myself. So when it comes to January, I open my receipts
so organised. I'm so jealous.
When it comes to January, I just open my Gmail account and I have all my receipts for last year for all my medical expenses. And in the subject line, I just put like VHI clinic, GP, the amount. I don't even have to open them. It's just like a little tally. And it's a brilliant tip. And if you do that this year, next year, it's great. And you may be rewarded by revenue when you do these as well. So you have to keep receipts for 6 years. But they're all saved in the Gmail account. So it's a really, really good tip for people, you know.
You have another tip on your checklist there, which sounds very simple. But by God, it's difficult. Become debt-free.
Yeah, debt-free, yeah.
Oh,
it's kind of aspirational now for
it is an aspirational. And again, like losing weight, people start off and they want to get rid of their debt in 2019. So please, 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 if you can, try and make debt. So forget about saving, but anything else, make sure your debt is gone. Always start with the lowest amount of debt you have. So you have a small loan, get rid of that first. It'll give you encouragement to keep going to the next loan and the next loan if you have a few loans outstanding. The other one's there is ditch the cards. Big believer of cash is king. So I think that's a really obvious one for people.
Cards?
Debit cards, I hate debit cards.
Why?
Because people are tap dancing around town, tapping money everywhere. They don't realise what they're spending.
Tap dancing around town, yeah.
And they don't realise what they're spending.
I love it.
So when you get to your account, that's a really good tip for people that
oh my God, that
struggle.
is so true. Honestly, it feels like free money.
You struggle then if you're struggling to get to the end of the month without you kind of having no money in your account. If you can't get the payday, guarantee if you look at your statement, you're going to go, what was that 30 quid for? What was that €20 for? And what was this for? You lose track of it so easy. So if you have cash in your wallet or your purse, 50 quid at the beginning of the week, you open it on Wednesday and it's nearly gone. You know you spent too much money, whatever your budget is. So again, that's a big one. Like the debit cards just cost so much.
And clearing the cards, which would you prioritise? Clearing a credit card or paying off a personal loan? Depends on the interest, I suppose.
No, yes and no. So you do get stick from other financial advisors in this, because I always go for the lowest amount, because psychologically, if you go for the big, say the card had $5,000 or something and it was a massive interest rate, from a money point of view, it makes sense to tackle that debt. Obviously, you said the highest interest rate. But say you had a small credit union loan of $1,000, it might give you more momentum to get rid of that grand first and then use the money you're paying towards that then to tackle your credit card debt. Because otherwise, if you spend like 6 or 8 months trying to tackle the credit card debt and you're not getting anywhere, you're going to struggle. But if you have got credit card debt, it's very, very good out there. You can still switch your credit card provider. So if you're on a high interest rate, say at 20-odd%, you can switch to a 0% interest credit card for 6 or 9 months in some instances, you know. And they're all available on the consumer protection website, and they're available on the likes of bonkers.ie, switcher.ie, switchmybank.ie, switchmybank.ie. These are all really, really good sites, especially switchmybank.ie. That's a government incentive to encourage fair competition in the banking sector. So always do that.
You're going to get a lot of fans in the car industry there when you say don't change your car. You have car salesmen out of the country throwing the socks to television as we speak.
No, look, I suppose this is don't get into debt to buy a new car. If you have cash, you're going to buy a new car. Obviously, that's absolutely fine. But getting into debt in the beginning of a year is never a good thing, in my opinion, especially unless you really, really need a new car. But again, they're not going to get not a fans
don't
there.
Don't be seduced by what's on the
don't just buy the forecourts and the advertisements. If you can't afford to stay away from them. I mentioned this a few weeks ago as well in one of my slots about the high interest rates as well on these things. Some of them are extraordinarily high. And the last one there, one of the other ones there is there, if anyone's listening this morning, is to stop smoking. Smoke's probably the biggest waste of money, obviously damages your health in a big way as well. But I stopped smoking about 4 years ago, and it was really hard to do, but it was amazing from not just from a health point of view, but from a back pocket point of view. It's no hard it is. So quit.ie is an amazing place to go.
And the money that you save from the cigarettes, you can put into an account.
Try and put it into a jar in the house. So try and put in, so try and put in maybe 10, 15, 20 quid a week even, and then at the end of the year, go on a holiday, reward yourself financially if you can kick the habit this year. Because there's no more smokers than that.
So jealous of your organisation.
With his lists and all.
Paul,
good to see you, mate. Well done. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
Dancing around town. I'm totally stealing that. Thanks, Paul. Now, still to come, a look ahead to potential winners at tonight's Golden Globes. Our fingers are crossed for the Irish-produced film The Favourite and actor Katrina Balfe. See you soon.